Hello friends and family, and good morning from Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort. We thought it'd be fun to come out, have a really fun Disney family staycation. We have one of the royal guest rooms booked, so we'll actually do like a full resort room tour. I want to check out all of the new merchandise that Disney's Port Orleans Resort has to offer. They have lots of cool amenities though, like you can do fishing, bike rentals, lots of delicious foods, beignets. We're gonna get to do most of that in our stay, but we'll check out the whole resort, show you guys all of the offerings, so you guys could decide if this is somewhere you'd like to stay. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. It is such a beautiful day in Central Florida. I always love the different decor here at the different Disney resorts. Of course, like you can see like Memphis over there, Greenville. And we'll actually head on over to the French Quarter a little bit later. Let's head inside though, check out the lobby and all of the awesome merchandise in the gift shop. First up though, we do have to get our room keys here at the registration guest services desk, so I did want to come over here and just kind of show you what this whole area is all about. Definitely super duper fancy. You can see some signage for the Riverside, French Quarter, some really ornate chandeliers that they do have here as well, but there is so much seating, so you can kind of just like wait so you can get your room key in case your room's not ready yet. As soon as you do come in the main lobby area though, they do have the River Roost. This one is a massive like bar section, so a bunch of different beers and wines that they do have. Tons and tons of seating though, with lots of like padded cushions. They have some couches, just a really good area so you can come kind of relax after a long day at a Disney park. Let's actually head inside of Fulton's General Store and check out some of the different merchandise that they do have. Here's a really cool pair of simulated leather ears, and again for Halloween 2025 you have the Mickey like jack-o'-lanterns embroidered. These are $35 a piece. Right underneath there is a really cool crossbody Disney Parks lug bag, again with the Mickey jack-o'-lantern. You get 3 really good sized zipper compartments for $65. Here's a really cool tie-dye graphic t-shirt. This one is adult size and unisex. You have Pluto in his Halloween costume. The cool thing about this though, it does glow in the dark. These are $40 a piece. And then the perfect button-down shirt for a fancy Disney meal here at the French Quarter or at Disney's Riverside. These are $65 a piece. As you can see though, this gift shop is seriously absolutely massive. The theming is incredible. They have some really cool like crates here where you can actually see like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They got some straw hats. Let's actually check out some of the merchandise that they do have right underneath there though. Here's a really cool pair of ears. These are embroidered with Minnie Mouse's facsimile signature. These are perfect though if you do want to get them signed in the park. The ears are $35 a piece. A good selection of different offerings though. If you are looking for something super sparkly in the Florida sunshine, these definitely have you covered with the fuchsia color. A nice big gold bow for $35. Now, of course, a couple other things that I do want to show you in this section. These are the Maleficent dragon ears. Perfect for Halloween time though. This actually has like that lime sparkle to it. They do even have a brand new pair of Princess Tiara ears. These are actually just released to the parks as that double-sided design with the tiara. They are $35. And then right over here, of course, if you are staying at Port Orleans, you definitely have to check out some of the really awesome Princess Tiana merchandise. And speaking of princess tiaras, they have a great selection of assorted Disney princess-like tiara pins. These are all $17 a piece. They have so many different offerings, like Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They have like Cinderella, Princess Ariel. The attention to detail on these pins is really good though. Let's actually check out some of the different like Disney princess pins. Again, perfect here for Port Orleans Riverside with Princess Tiana. This one is $15. Let's see what else we have doing. So here's like a whole body pin with Princess Tiana. She actually has a really like fancy dress on. That one is $13. But you can get some other like Disney princess pins that actually has like all of the princesses like Cinderella. You have Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Ariel for $13. And then over here is a good selection of different pins from Alice in Wonderland. This is a sparkly Cheshire Cat version. That one is $15. And here's a really cool one. Actually looks like a gemstone there with the Cheshire Cat. And it has like the gold backing for $17. Of course, perfect for your stay here at Walt Disney World property. They have a great selection of assorted snacks. You can get your Mickey's morning roast coffee. Really cool how you can take it up to your room and make some different like coffee. They do have them in like K-cup versions. You can also get your Cafe du Monde French Quarter beignet mix. This is crazy cool to find here at Walt Disney World property. Really nice, especially for Port Orleans. These are only $8 a piece. Let's actually check out some of the assorted Disney candy that they do have. So some massive candy bars, Tales from Radiator Springs for Cars. This is Rice Krispie Treat cereal. These are $19 a piece, but absolutely massive. They have Paradise Falls from the movie Up. Let's actually head a little bit further inside the gift shop though and see what else we can find here. So here is some more, let's see here, Riverside merchandise. Here's an adult-sized baseball cap for Disney's Port Orleans, established 1992. They are $30 a piece. How cool is this though? They even have those light up fireflies from over at Disney's Magic Kingdom for Tiana's Bayou Adventure attraction. Really cool to find some of this stuff at the Disney resorts. They have your little golden book for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. This actually has like the gold spine to it. You see like the water tower and all of the characters. I remember having books like this when I was little though. That one is only $6. And it looks like they do have a very fancy quarter zip. This is more of like your Under Armour no sweat material. It's a long sleeve embroidered for Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. These are $60 a piece. Of course, each Disney resort actually has like resort specific merchandise. So this is a Disney's Port Orleans resort pair of ears. These are all simulated leather with the metal medallion that says Port Orleans. Actually has that floral design on the back side. These are $35 a piece. Right underneath there, they do have an adult-sized unisex graphic shirt here. Fishing the day away with Mickey Mouse at Port Orleans. Let's see what we got doing in terms of price. I do believe these are $30, and they have a kids version with Mickey Mouse fishing. But on the real deal, it says, I love this though, you have the Port Orleans like water towers off in the distance. That one is $22. So many awesome things though that they do have specific to Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, like this refrigerator magnet fishing the day away at Port Orleans Riverside with Mickey. That one is $15. They do have a really cool glass coffee mug. I should say this one is a ceramic coffee mug with the Riverside logo, established 1992. These are a pretty good deal, kind of like a mason jar. These are only $20 a piece, and it looks like they do also have a resort-specific Christmas ornament for $27 with Mickey and Minnie like sitting out there on one of the Disney chairs, and it says Port Orleans Riverside. Holy moly though, being here is definitely getting me hyped up to try some of the beignets over at the French Quarter. Here is a really awesome Disney Parks Loungefly. Has a huge sparkly Mickey beignet on the front, and it has a lot of like gold hardware to it. Let's see if we can find the price of Rooney. These are $90 a piece, I do believe, and it also snaps a pair of ears into place in case you don't want to wear them around the park all day. And then right underneath there is your matching adult-sized Spirit jersey. Has your raised lettering beignet all day with all of the Mickey beignets for $80. Some other really cool Disney Park Loungeflies that I do want to show you. How cool is this one? That's actually like a clear design with all of the nice like blue colored Mickeys. You kind of like got some hidden Mickeys peppered throughout. These are $80 a piece. One of my perfect like favorite brand new Disney Park Loungeflies, especially for fall, is this quilted design one. I love this though. Really, really nice. It's all like pleated and then embroidered. This one is $100, and they do still have that really cool Disney Parks Loungefly. Part of the new Play in the Parks collection has a bunch of different graphics with some of the classic attractions and all of the Disney characters, even to the backside for $80. And now that we've checked out a whole bunch of the merchandise here at Fulton's, let's actually head up to our resort room, do the whole resort room tour. I'm really excited though. Like I was saying, this is our first time ever staying on Walt Disney World property, and we do have a heavily themed Disney room. Okay, so staying here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, they do actually give you a map so you can go over to your resort room. It shows you all the different areas though, like Alligator Bayou, all of the different sections where the rooms are. So we are building number 95, the second floor. We're actually going to go check out our whole resort room now. It was ready early, so which is really cool. But we'll do the full resort room tour. Seriously though, guys, how beautiful is this resort? We just made our way over to the actual building where we'll be staying. Like I was saying, we do have the royal guest room. Definitely super duper fancy. I always love the attention to detail though at the Disney resorts. We do actually have the river like upgraded view, so we do want to check out the view that we have here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. Okay, so we are staying at room 9774, so we do have to find that. It could be anywhere here, so we're not used to all these different zigzags and ways. Looks like they do have a really nice courtyard area though. Okay, so we're actually just making our way towards our resort room. You can actually see like the boat off in the distance. We will take that a little bit later this afternoon over to the French Quarter, but you can see like the whole like waterway. This is literally the view that we're gonna have from our Disney resort room. Like, how beautiful is this? It is like a Disney postcard. Okay, so we officially found our resort room. Like I said, we're staying in 9774. This is one of the royal guest rooms. Let's head on inside though and check out the full resort room tour. Okay, so as soon as you come inside the resort room, you have some really fancy Disney curtains. Even the attention to detail that they do have, like covering the air conditioner, is just really nice. They do have a smaller size table with two really fancy chairs, and it looks like there's actually a little memo here from Princess Tiana. It's even signed at the bottom for Tiana. Welcome all, it says on the top section. But they do even have like a little Cuisinart, again, in case you want to make some coffee here in your resort. How cool is the different banners that they do have though? They have Prince Aladdin, Prince Adam, Prince Eric, and then of course Prince Charming. You do get a very fancy mirror, and also yet another one of those banners that they do have with Eugene, Naveen. They have Prince Philip. Really, really cool though. Again, the attention to detail. This room is definitely like very heavily Disney themed. Even on the different lighting fixtures, you do have some hidden Mickeys. And then right over here is the fancy TV that's located right in front of the two queen-size beds for our resort stay. Looks like you do have a good selection of cabinetry, so you can kind of put like all of your clothes in there. What I love about this room though, it even has a smaller size like room refrigerator in case you do have any leftovers. Here is a very fancy little chair to sit in. I do believe this is actually themed from Aladdin, which is really cool. Right up ahead is always some really cool different wall art that they do have at the resorts. This one is Princess Tiana. Actually looks like everything is kind of like carved out there. You have some owls, and of course a big graphic with Tiana. But how about by the bedsides? They do have a bunch of like framed artwork with a bunch of the assorted Disney princesses. Like they have Snow White there, Princess Jasmine, Cinderella, Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But of course the thing that definitely takes the cake is these massive headboards. These actually light up for tea for Princess Tiana. You have this really, really nice design right behind there on the headboards. The beds look super duper comfy though. Like I was saying, you do get two queen size beds, so everything kind of matches on either side. Let's actually take a moment though to check out the nightstand in between them. How cool is this? You do get an Alexa, literally with Mickey ears for Disney Amazon. It just said, that is really, really neat. But you have your Magnolia Bend phone here in case you do have to call the front desk. Looks like they give you your guide to the magic for all 4 Disney theme parks and beyond. But you do even have some plugs there in case you do have any devices that you have to charge. Even on the bed is Disney themed. They put some small little washcloths and towels literally in the shape of Mickey Mouse, which is really, really cool. Again, the theming is everywhere inside of this resort room. They do even have a wooden coat rack. This is right as soon as you come inside the room. You can hang like 3 different jackets on there, and it literally is engraved with Cinderella carriage. One of the things I'm most curious and definitely want to check out, of course, is the resort bathroom. You have some very, very fancy curtains there. Let's dive right in though and check out all the different amenities and different things that they do have in your resort bathroom. So you do get a huge double-sided sink that actually has lots of like gold hardware. Disney doesn't spare anything with the attention to detail, so that is really cool. Of course, you do also get some of your assorted Disney amenities, like your resort sea salt bath soap, some body lotion, 2 absolutely massive mirrors that they do have inside of this bathroom. But a couple different things that they do have here, like your ironing board, your iron. You do have plenty of different racks here to hang like your shirts and clothing, and extra pillows and blankets. And last but not least, let's actually check out the tub shower combo that they have inside of this resort room. So of course a very fancy shower curtain, definitely themed with all of the assorted Disney princesses, and again with the gold hardware, definitely makes it look really nice. The shower is super duper clean though. It does have like that same gold hardware, lots of spaces to put like your soap and all of your different amenities. And it does look like they do also have some different like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. What I really like about this though, they do have like more of like a granite slab in the back section so that you can kind of sit there and just enjoy your Disney shower. Seriously though, the Disney theming inside of this room is absolutely incredible, with Princess Tiana, a whole bunch of the assorted Disney princesses. You have some of the different princes there on the banners that they have. These beds look super comfortable. Let's actually head though a little bit further inside the resort. We'll actually check out the pool area. Seriously though guys, this is the view that we have literally right outside of our Disney resort room of the awesome riverway that they do have, and the bridge off in the distance. I am blown away with the views. I would definitely say it is worth the upgrade to pay a couple extra dollars just to have this beautiful view. As we're actually looking for the Disney Resort pool, it is so heavily themed. Over here is the bike rentals. I do want to check that out. It looks like they also have the Medicine Show arcade, so we'll definitely hop in there a little bit later. Let's actually see where the resort pool is here at Disney's Port Orleans. So here's some of the bike rentals that they do have at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. You can actually get like 2-seater bicycles. These are actually covered as well if it's raining, but if you do have like a larger family, you can get like 4-seater bicycles, and some of it just like your regular bikes. Really cool just to take in the different sights and sounds of Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. And right by the bicycle rental is where you'll actually get the Sassagoula Steamboat Company boat to go over to Disney Springs. Shirts and shoes are required to board. You'll just follow this pathway and get your boat over to Springs. Lots of different things across this walking way to the pool though. They have some ginormous checkers. Lots of different things to do here at Disney's Port Orleans. As we are making our way to the main resort pool, there's actually one of the pontoon boats that will take you over to the French Quarter and Disney Springs. Let's actually take a quick little peek-see of the main pool here at Disney's Port Orleans. Lots and lots of seating that you have. It does look like they do have a water slide off in the distance, which is really nice for the kiddos, but some different like water features that they have right up ahead of the pool area. You can kind of get like trickled with some water. Let's actually make a quick little pit stop over to the arcade. Actually looks like a really good size arcade from the outside. Let's head on in though and check out some of the different games. Okay though guys, seriously, holy moly, this arcade is absolutely massive. They have 3 massage chairs as soon as you come inside. Perfect for the parents from a long Disney day in the parks. They do of course have a Disney photo booth where you can get your picture there with some of the assorted Disney villains. Princess Tiana, Mickey, Minnie, some of the classic Disney characters. This entire area though is so expansive. They have some skee ball, Guitar Hero, so many really fun games. Oh, here's even like one for the kiddos, like a smaller like racing game, Bigfoot Crush. Yet another photo booth that they do have. This one is a Disney Marvel version where you can actually get your picture taken like a comic book cover with Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, Guardians of the Galaxy. So many different games though. Like, I am shocked with the size of this arcade. Here is a Typhoon game. Let's actually see what's over in this direction. So they do have some different like motorcycle games at Port Orleans and some pinball machines on the backside. Really cool, like retro throwback. Tucked away in this back corner is a couple different skee ball machines. Okay, so now that we've checked out a whole bunch of the resort here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, we're actually going to go back to the hotel, freshen up for dinner, and head on over to the French Quarter. We're going to have dinner over there, try the beignets, and they do have a whole bunch of like resort-specific merchandise over in that section. And now that we've officially freshened up, I do want to head over to the French Quarter at Disney's Port Orleans Resort. We're going to go over there, have a bite to eat, try of course the Mickey shaped beignets. We'll even check out like the resort pool and some of the different merchandise that they do have over there. One little thing I did want to mention though, which is really cool, for the rest of 2025 and then summer of 2026, if you are staying at Walt Disney World property, so for your reservation at the resorts, each guest on the reservation, you actually get a free ticket to go over to one of the Disney water parks, Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon. So that is definitely a really cool added bonus if you are looking to come here to Walt Disney World. Another really cool little feature though, I actually missed this my first go around doing the whole room tour. The actual faucet is literally in the shape of the genie's lamp from Aladdin. That is just really cool. Probably my personal favorite feature in the room. Since it's such a beautiful day, we actually decided to just walk over to the French Quarter. It's only about a 5 or 10 minute walk. We'll go check out the Scat Cat where the beignets are. Also eat at the Sasagula Floatworks and Food Factory and check out some of the merchandise. Then I think on the way back, we'll actually take the boat back to Port Orleans Riverside. One thing's for sure though, it's kind of crazy just walking a couple minutes along the walkway, how you can kind of be transformed to New Orleans. I really love the theming over in this section as well, but we definitely wanted to stay at a room that was more like Disney themed. These are really incredible though. If you are looking for some really cool like architecture, really neat designs here on the outside. That's such a great thing with the theming here at Port Orleans French Quarter. Literally kind of feels like you're walking the streets of New Orleans. Like, they do have all of these little roads here that kind of like all the golf carts kind of like pass by. Okay, so let's head inside the French Quarter, check out some of the different merchandise and food offerings that they do have. Again, the theming as soon as you come inside, like how cool is this? Like you have the Mardi Gras medallions up there, some jesters, and you're greeted by this really fancy waterfall. Inside of the actual water feature itself, you can see like some Mardi Gras coins, and they actually placed all of the different like pennies and different things in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Let's actually hop on into the gift shop though, check out some of the different merchandise here. We'll kind of see if they do have any different offerings compared to over at Disney's Riverside Resort. So over here is a really cool coffee mug. It actually says "Dreams are the spice of life" with Princess Tiana. These are only $17 a piece. Right over here is a really nice stainless steel cup. This actually has like the resort. This one is a Tervis tumbler. It says the French Quarter on one side. These are $40 a piece, and it does look like they do also have some different Christmas ornaments here as well for Port Orleans French Quarter. This one actually lights up with Princess Tiana. Let's see the old price-a-rooney. That one is $30, and way down here on the bottom section is actually like a sketchbook series Christmas ornament. This is the front of the resort with the Mardi Gras medallions, and then you have Mickey and Minnie on the opposite side. Yet another Tervis tumbler that they do have here as well, though this one is the Scat Cat Live Jazz Club, Port Orleans Resort, and it says established 1991, so this is where you actually get the beignets. These are $35 a piece. Right underneath there is an adult size graphic t-shirt. This one is really sparkly, just like your Under Armour no sweat material, perfect for warmer weather in Central Florida. It says French Quarter at the bottom, and then Disney's Port Orleans for $40. Of course, you can get some assorted merchandise with the classic Disney characters, like this adult-sized shirt with Mickey like popping out the front. He's kind of like showcasing his name, and it says Walt Disney World. Right underneath there is a Goofy version. This is a nice lime green shirt with the Walt Disney World lettering going down the front. That one is $35. And then right next to that is an adult-sized pullover sweatshirt. Definitely perfect for fall time in Central Florida. Literally with all of the Disney characters on the front. These are $60 a piece. And how fun are these adult-sized trucker hats? Really nice attention to detail. This one is the Goofy version with his little toother sticking out. And again, it does have the snapback on the back. These are $30 a piece, and they do also have Pluto. Even some really cool offerings, especially for your Disney resort pool. These are your really nice like sunblock shirts. These have like the palm fronds on there, Donald Duck, Mickey, Pluto. That one is adult size for $45. It even has some kids long sleeves for the pool as well. This one says Fun in the Sun, again with Mickey on the front. And then you do have all the characters on the sleeve. That one is $30. And they do also have a women's one piece for the pool with Mickey Mouse. You have Daisy Duck, and then all of like the Hawaiian flowers for $50. Here's even some of those brand new Disney Deluxe figurine sets that was just released to Walt Disney World. This is the Disney Princess version where you do get like Mulan, Snow White, you get Princess Jasmine. These are $35 a piece. They actually have them with a couple different characters though. This one is from Star Wars Mandalorian with Ahsoka. You have Grogu and of course Mando for $35. And a really fun Guardians of the Galaxy version. You get so many different characters like Drax. You have Baby Groot, Rocket Raccoon, even Gamora. Of course, you can also get some really fancy Mardi Gras themed items as well, like these stainless steel cups with all of the different designs here. Even the mask, these actually have a clear lid. That one actually doesn't have the price on it, but these are really nice. They do have your Mardi Gras adult-sized graphic t-shirts. We don't hide the crazy, we parade it down to the street. That one is $30. They do even have some like tote-sized bags. These are perfect for like your Disney resort pool. You could put a bunch of beach towels in there. I really like these a lot for $25. And even more Princess Tiana merchandise here at Disney's. And even more Princess Tiana merchandise that they do have. Here's a really nice coffee mug, established 1927. Tiana's Foods, bringing folks together. Has this really nice design around the backside. These are $20 a piece. Next to that, they actually have a Disney Tiana cookbook. This actually has 50 delicious recipes. This is a hardcover book for $18. Then even more merchandise for the kitchen. They have your oven mitt and then a hot pad. Let's see the old price tag. That one is $20. And again, it has Tiana's Foods, established 1927. Next up though, let's actually grab a quick bite to eat at Sassagoula Floatworks and Food Factory. Check out some of the really delicious food offerings that they have, and it looks like they also have some ghoulish beignets for $9.49. These are Mickey shaped beignets dusted with cookies and cream powdered sugar and a ghoulish marshmallow cream drizzle. That sounds really good. Some of the different food offerings that they have is a beef and fried shrimp burger. They have black garlic truffle and parmesan fries, chicken parmesan with pasta, slices of pizza. You can get like some of your penne with meatballs. Create your own entrees here as well. That looks really good. So a good selection of different food offerings at the Sassagoula Floatworks and Food Company. I did want to mention though, the Mardi Gras theming even continues over here as well with all of the beads on the ceiling. You got some coin medallions and all different things, so definitely take a moment to look up and check out all the really cool things by the rafters. And how fun is this? We actually ran into one of the subscribers of our YouTube channel. He actually gave me a really cool like custom-made sticker. This is Constance Hatchaway from the Haunted Mansion. It says "A girl can't have a hobby?" A really cool little sticker. That being said, what's catching my eye for lunch, I think I'm actually going to create my own entree. You can select your protein and 2 different sides from mojo roasted chicken, salmon, smothered beef, and Cabernet gravy. That looks really delicious. And then you can get 2 different sides there from seasonal vegetables, broccoli, rice and beans, and Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. Definitely a big fan of mashed potatoes. I think we're going to go with the smothered beef and Cabernet gravy with double mashed. Okay, so I went with the beef and gravy with double mashed. You can actually see like carrots in there, really good size like beef chunks. These are the Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. Luke did go with the kids meal. You get the pasta noodles with the meatball, even a side with the French fries. This is only $7.50, so a really good deal. Brandy also went with the mashed potatoes, green beans, and then the beef with vegetables. This looks really delicious. Let's actually get the perfect bite though, with a little bit of everything, some of the beef and some of the carrots with gravy with mashed potatoes. Okay, so here we go. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah. The gravy is like really rich. The mashed potatoes are extremely creamy. And like all of the vegetables are very tender. This is like the perfect hearty dish on like a chilly day in Central Florida, like at your Disney resort or after you officially cooled off. And yeah, you can have a hot meal here at Sassagoula. That was seriously like the perfect hearty meal. The mashed potatoes with the beef and gravy, absolutely delicious. And then Luke over here is also a member of the Clean Plate Club. He really liked the spaghetti with the meatballs and also the French fries. Right, bud?
Yeah.
That food at Sassagoula Floatworks and Food Company was absolutely delicious. That being said, I am absolutely stuffed, but not too full to have some beignets. Let's head on over to the Scat Cat, get some Mickey-shaped beignets with some really fun dipping sauces. Okay, so we just made our way over to Scat Cat. You got to get your Mickey-shaped beignets. 3 beignets are $8, or you can get 6 beignets. These are served with 2 dipping sauces, the 6 of them for $12.99, or 1 dipping sauce for $7.99, but you can get the salted caramel or the chocolate ganache. While we're waiting for our beignets, though, let's actually check out some of the theming that they have here inside of the Scat Cat. So there's actually like plenty of seating on the inside. They got like some banjos on the wall, Louis Armstrong like framed prints, some different like music notes. I love all of the different like Louis Armstrong theming. They have Dixieland jazz. It's really cool in here. Just a really nice different vibe compared to different places at Walt Disney World. Okay, so this is literally a whole bag of Mickey-shaped beignets. So much powdered sugar in the bag. We got the 6 of them for $12.99, so they do give you a whole bag of them. And then also some of the different dipping sauces. We got both the caramel and the chocolate ganache. Really excited to dive right into the beignets though and try them. But seriously, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. These things are literally piping hot, covered in powdered sugar. I'm excited to try the 2 dipping sauces, though. I wonder which one is going to be better. I think perfect for the taste test, though, of the dipping sauces. Let's one ear in the caramel sauce, and then we'll try 1 ear inside of the chocolate sauce, so we can see which one we like more. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the Mickey beignets at the Scat Cat. Oh yeah. The caramel is really, really good. Like, it's like very rich, extremely thick. The powdered sugar and the beignet itself is super duper fresh.
So I got a Mickey beignet. I already started on it, and it's really good.
Alright, let's take the Mickey beignet and stick the other ear in the chocolate ganache. This way we can compare the chocolate to the caramel dipping sauce. Okay, let's go ahead and try the chocolate ganache versus the caramel. The beignet itself is super duper delicious. That being said, I really thought I'd like the chocolate ganache more, but the caramel definitely takes the cake. That one is very, very good. I think I'm totally team caramel in this one.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and see if the caramel is better than the chocolate, just like my dad. Let's see. First is gonna be the caramel. you guys getting it. And also, now we're gonna try the chocolate. The chocolate's good, but it's not better than the caramel.
Holy moly though, that food was absolutely delicious. The beignets were next level. Definitely check out the caramel dipping sauce. Mine and Luke's personal favorite over the chocolate. We do even have some beignets to take back to our resort room. I think we're gonna hop on over to the boat and head back over to Port Orleans Riverside though. And it's really cool because all of the transportation, even the boats, are completely complimentary with your stay. Okay, so we're just making our way to the docking station, the river cruise. You can go to Disney Springs or Port Orleans Riverside. How's about this for perfect timing though? The boat is literally just coming in right now. Let's head on back over to Port Orleans Riverside. Okay, so we just made our way back over to Port Orleans Riverside. And how cool is this? Back to the arcade. Luke and Brandy are rocking out to some Guitar Hero. Definitely lots of really fun, like, retro games that they did have over here at the arcade. Next up, Brandy and Luke are actually going to play Wicked Tuna, just like you would see on TV. This is really neat though. It actually has some really long, like, fishing poles. This looks really incredible though, like you're in the middle of the ocean, like casting a line. Look at that, like you could see the desired fish that you're looking to catch and kind of like what's around you.
Keep reeling the fish in. And Amber's fast. Let's try this again.
Ooh, a bluefin tuna, look at that. What's Luke got here? Oh boy, this is a big one. He is going ham on that fishing pole. He literally caught a great white shark. That is insane. Another bluefin. Hello friends and family, and good morning from day 2 of our family staycation here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. We're actually going to head downstairs across the river to Boatwright's Dining Hall, get some breakfast. Who knows what we'll find, some scrambled eggs, some Mickey-shaped pancakes, and we're actually going to do some fishing here at a Disney resort. Really cool. We're going to head over there and do that for the first time as well. It is another beautiful start to the morning here in Central Florida at Disney's Port Orleans. Like I was saying, let's start out by having some breakfast over at the dining hall and do some really cool fishing. And in case you are staying here at Riverside, the lobby's to the left, the food court is over here to the right-hand side. Basically, it's right past the arcade, straight ahead to Boatwright's Dining Hall. Let's actually check out some of the different breakfast options that they do have. They have some omelets, they have vegetable breakfast quesadillas, a good selection of different kids items here as well, like scrambled eggs. Let's see, we have some assorted breakfast platters, definitely what I'm interested in today. They have a pancake platter, a waffle platter, Mickey-shaped waffles, and actually the theming in here is really nice, just like over at the French Quarter. Really cool, tons and tons of seating. I really like the woodworking, but I like how we're able to check out both of the main dining rooms here at Disney's Port Orleans. So you can basically walk up to the counters or just mobile order your breakfast. And here is the Mickey waffle breakfast platter. You do get a Mickey waffle, some scrambled eggs. You also get tater tots, bacon, and some sausage links. Luke got the meal with the 3 Mickey waffles. You do get both sausage and then bacon with that as well. He looks really hungry though. Here we go. How's the bacon?
Really really good.
Good bacon?
Mm-hmm. Now let's try the Mickey-shaped waffle.
Good stuff?
Yep. Now let's try the sausage. The sausage tastes like any normal sausage, but it's really good. So when I was looking at my Mickey-shaped waffles, he found a mini waffle.
Just as good as the Mickey one? The quick service breakfast here was absolutely delicious actually. The sausage is really yummy, the bacon was crispy, the eggs, and of course the Mickey-shaped waffles. Now that our bellies are officially full, let's go ahead and find the fishing hole. We'll do the whole tour over there, and hopefully we can catch some fish. And now that officially breakfast is over, let's go ahead and find the fishing hole. So you do kind of have to take this pathway to the left-hand side of the swimming pool area. And it looks like over in this area as well, they do have like an adult bar. If you are looking to get like an alcoholic beverage, that's located on the opposite end of the swimming pool. Okay, so we are making our way here to the fishing hole. I do want to give you guys the hours. These are 7 a.m. to 1:45 p.m. It's literally only $6 for a half hour, or you can do 16 hours. I should say $16 for a full hour. Let's go ahead and see. That's for the family. It actually shows you some of the different fish that you can actually catch. Let's see what we got doing here. You can get bluegill, catfish, some sunfish, and then largemouth bass. But they do have a pretty good sized dock, so you can kind of pick your spot here to do some fishing. This is really fun actually. Like you can pick which spot you want to fish. Like there's no like rod and reel. They just give you the rod and some bait here. I think we're gonna head on over to the left hand side. Luke has the bait. I'll show you that in just a minute. Let's head over here though and find a good spot to fish. So they actually give you like a really good size bamboo rod. And actually let's check out some of the bait that they do give you. You want to open that up, bud? Let's see what we got doing. Okay, so there's some worms that they give. Red worms? Okay, so they give you some red worms. Yeah, this is really neat. Like only $6 to do some fishing at Disney property. It's kind of like old school fishing with just like a bamboo rod. Okay, Luke's gonna go ahead and drop the bait in the line and see what we can catch. This is actually really exciting though, to be able to do fishing at Walt Disney World. We just gotta kind of like wait and see. You can actually see the worm at the bottom, so like the water itself is pretty clear. You got a little bobber there. This is exciting though. Fishing at Disney. Hopefully the camera's actually picking it up though. You can actually see like the fish kind of like swimming into this area here where the sun is reflecting a little bit. There's one right over here actually by Luke's bait. Hopefully one of the takes the old bait. Okay, so we didn't have any luck fishing, but you could totally see like they have this entire like waterway completely stocked with fish. The water is extremely clear though, so when you drop your worm in the water, you can totally see like the bottom. Lots of fish swimming around, but I kind of feel like they're always fed the worms, so that like if you throw like a worm in just by itself, the fish eat it like every single time. But like when you put the worm on the hook and drop it in, the fish don't want anything to do with it. But definitely drop a comment in the comment section if you did any fishing here at Disney's Port Orleans Resort and if you were able to catch a fish. That was such a fun little overnight staycation here at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside. The room was absolutely fantastic, super clean, heavily Disney themed with princesses, princes, and also like the food here is very delicious as well. We got to eat over at the French Quarter and then over here at the Boat Ride Hall. Lots of really cool offerings though, like you can get your spaghetti and meatballs, that beef tenderloins with the gravy and mashed potatoes, super delicious. But you absolutely have to try the Mickey-shaped beignets. The caramel dip is fantastic. That being said, it was just a really great stay in general, just what the doctor ordered, just to like get away from your everyday life and do something a little bit different. That being said, if you liked today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and as always, make today awesome.